50p for a pack of 10 cigarettes. That's how much it was when I started smoking. Let's take you back in time, shall we, to when I was 15. I'm not sure exactly when I did start smoking. It could have been when I used to babysit for a couple and looking after the 2 children. They smoked. I used to leave a packet of cigarettes around them out, and I used to catch the odd one, nick the odd one. They found out eventually that I was doing that, and they weren't very pleased, but they were okay about it generally. But I went on a school trip, and then I was smoking then as well. So around that time, probably when I just turned 15, yeah. Thankfully I did give up, but more of that later. I remember I used to go to a rock disco with my mates, and we were smoking then as well. I suppose, why did I start smoking? I suppose it was because it was hip and cool. No. In the early days I was just smoking occasionally, really. But I suppose when I left school, that's when I became more of a serious smoker. When I started working as an apprentice, and I think I was paying about £1 a packet of 20 cigarettes. I had a quick look online just now to see how much it is now, because I gave up ages ago, and I think roughly about £14 a packet now, isn't it? I don't really know how anybody personally can afford that, but anyway, that's up to them, isn't it? This is my story about why I gave up, and my advice on anybody who wanted to give up. And I will also tell you how much a packet of cigarettes were when I quit 26 years ago. But there's quite a few of you who have stories of how you gave up and how much you paid when you first started, when you gave up, and that'd be quite interesting in hearing them. And also if you're maybe trying to give up as well, let me know how you're getting on. But the sun's out at the moment. It's been raining all day, heavy rain, so I'm going to have a walk. Hopefully I don't get wet. So I was 32 when I packed in. Best thing I ever did for my family, for my health, and for financial reasons. I'd tried packing in before, tried the chewing gum. I don't think they had patches. Tried going cold turkey, but to no avail. It was my ex-wife who kind of set things in motion, really. We were expecting our first child, our daughter, and she didn't want to be smoking while pregnant. And one day, I think we were trying to work finances out. We had maybe a tenner to last the end of the month or whatever, and we were thinking, well, if we borrow this off my mum and dad, get 50 fags or whatever, cigarettes, etc. And then my ex-wife just said, why don't we just give up and pack in. So we had one last packet of cigarettes between us. Sure, the last one, and that was it. It wasn't plain sailing, oh god no. It was hard work. I had a few hiccups on the way as well, especially when me and the ex would have an argument or whatever, and I'd go out and buy fags, cigarettes. I keep saying fags, I don't think it's the right thing to say nowadays, is it? Cigarettes. And but we managed it in the end. And I think what helped me was Werther's Originals. Having them, they were a good substitute. Plus, when I was working, if I'd have a cigarette in the morning, at one point I sort of changed that. I substituted the cigarette for a yoghurt or an apple, something healthy. Sometimes I even have a cup of soup. In fact, I went for a phase of having lots of cup of soups, just to try and quell the desire, the hunger for nicotine, which I'd been having for 17 years previously. And when I gave up, I was smoking Lambert and Butler, and they were £2.99 a packet. I think they've just gone up to £3 odd a packet of Lambert and Butler, and I thought that was dear. I don't know what I'd be doing if I smoked now. £14 a packet. For many years after giving up, I would dream about I was having a cigarette, buying a packet of cigarettes. And I'd wake up thinking, oh my god, I had a cigarette, and obviously I hadn't, it just as a dream. Thankfully these dreams seem to have subsided. I don't really get them very much. But wind in it. But at least the brain's held off for now. Now as I've reached a ripe old age of 58, my daughter smokes. She tried giving up a few times. My son, he smokes occasionally when he's had a pint. But I get it, I understand why they smoke, and I don't lecture them about it ever, because I was there. I'm not one of these anti-smokers, really. Well, I don't like smoke, I don't like people smoking, but I won't voice that opinion, and I won't trust my opinion on them. So, I would like them to give up, but they probably will eventually. And like I said, the boy, he only smokes when he's had a pint, probably. But what advice would I give anybody who wants to give up smoking, I wonder? Well, I think first and foremost you have to really, really want to give up. You've got to think of your life without cigarettes. I mean, do you like smoking? Do you like that cigarette after, your tea or your dinner? Do you like that early morning when you get up and it's all peaceful? You look out and you're sat in the back garden having a cigarette. Do you like it too much? But then you've got to weigh up your options financially and obviously health-wise and for your family, etc. I mean, I don't know what I'd be like if I didn't give up, really. I'd be very much poorer, and I'd also maybe be having severe health issues as well. But you've got to really want to give up. I don't think, well, to me the actual chewing gum and all that didn't really help. I had some cold turkey and obviously the Werther's Originals sweets, and filling in the gaps when I used to smoke by having an apple or whatever. And I think it was just the fact that I needed, and I wanted to give up for the sake of my daughter and for them. So you've got to really, really want to, and then if you really, really want to, you'd be able to do it. But I know there's some people who do really want to, but they just can't. I get that. And I don't know what I could say to them, really. All I can say is I wish you well, and I hope that one day you do. And I know that I feel so much healthier now. I do a lot of exercises, a lot of walking, and I'd probably struggle with that if I carried on smoking. So anyway, that's the video for this time. Thanks for watching, and I might see you next time. Thank you. Bye.